be episode 2. Welcome to episode 2 of Meet the Members for our Life at the Turn community. We had a really fun kickoff one with Coulter. And it was a good hit. A lot of people liked it. So now we have Jason on for episode 2. I mean, Jason, you and I have known each other for a long time now. We've had a chance to play golf together. But for those who may not know you and don't know who you are, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are.
My name's Jason Bentley. I'm from Southeast Tennessee. Like Jamie said, I've known him on various golfing forums for probably close to 8 years now.
Right.
I'm a high handicap golfer. I play, just mostly locally, but I have been fortunate enough to go on a couple of trips and really enjoyed myself. I'm in the auto industry. Can't really think of much else.
Yeah. So what's why do you enjoy golf? What brings you to golf?
A lot of it's the competitive nature, just kind of playing against the course. Plus, it's a really good opportunity to hang out with friends. I've made a lot of friends over the years on the course. There's some guys I work with, and it's a great way to get outside. I've always been an outdoorsman. I used to spend a lot of time hunting and fishing. Now I found all my time, is out on the golf course. It's just a fun sport. There's so much to it.
And there's so many good courses you can play. And as you said, a lot of good people that you can play with. So what's in your bag right now? Because I think I can tell by the hat what might be in your bag, but run me through what's currently, what are you gaming?
Well, currently right now I'm gaming the Vice Boost Plus set.
Oh, right.
Yeah, going through that. It's a really good set. I'm really enjoying it. The irons are phenomenal. The wedges are great. The putter's good. And the thing that surprised me the most about it are the woods. The woods are a lot better than what I expected because, I'm going to be honest, having a package set right now, I really wasn't expecting a lot out of the woods. A lot of times as golfers, we get caught up in the adjustability, the customization and everything, but it's been a really good set.
And so that's part of one of the community labs that you're taking part in at Life of the Turn. So to dive into that a little bit in more detail, what is that Vice Boost set up against?
It is up against my other driver is a Titleist TSR1. Most of the rest of my bag is Cobra, so I've got a Cobra Aerojet 3-wood and 5-wood, King Tech 4 hybrid, Aerojet 5 hybrid. I'm gaming the Forge Tech X irons and 6 through pitching wedge, or gap wedge actually. And then I have a set of the snake bite wedges, and the putter is a Lab Oz. Let's see, is that the one eye?
Has the insert?
Yeah, it has the insert.
Yeah, so Oz 1i, and it's in the color of your hat, if I remember.
It is in the color of my hat. There's a reason
And what's your normal game or golf ball that you usually go to?
I play most of my rounds with the Max Fly Tour.
Okay.
It's a
Awesome.
really solid ball and a good price.
I mean, I think that's 2 for 2 on the Max Fly for these episodes. Next up, these are kind of my favorite questions. What do you enjoy most about being a member at Life of the Turn?
Well, first and foremost, the community. Man, I've met so many great people here. I've had a chance to play at 2 outings, and then I visited the Fairfield Glade one last year. And so getting to meet the members, I mean, that's the big thing, because there's so many wonderful people out there. I mean, I'm getting to meet people like, you're in Switzerland. You know what I mean? You're across the globe, and I get to talk to you. I've met you. We've got like Matt in California, Mick over in England. I've got a few guys locally, but a lot of it's the community, and there's a lot of knowledge here. That's one of the things I really love because I mean, there's some serious golf nerds on this forum, and it's amazing how much I've learned. Golf balls, shafts, different clubs, and you've got people of all different skill levels, and the welcoming environment of that because man. I'm a 31 handicap, and I'm sitting here talking to guys that are, scratch 5 handicaps. and it's just great to get to talk about, something I love with people.
Yeah, there's no discrimination on ability. We're all out here trying to enjoy it, and frankly, none of us are making our living golfing, so why not enjoy it regardless?
I agree.
Uh, and that again is a good segue into our fifth and final question. What are your favorite threads?
Well, I'm going to start out with a good morning thread because I'm one of the first people, at least on this side of the pond, that get on there every morning because it's a way to get to know people. You talk about life, you talk about what's going on. You just, instead of seeing a name on the forum, you get to know the person. It's also like I'll say the pets thread. I love that because I'm an animal lover. Just seeing what kind of animals people have. I really enjoy reading the "How did you play" thread. Seeing how people play. Hearing about their golf games and the what have you bought lately? Because it's really nice to see people getting nice new shiny objects and being able to go out and play with them. It's great. Now the one I'm really looking forward to is going to be the Sand Valley thread when you guys go there. I am excited about that one.
Yes, it's going to be. We're not quite sure how we're going to break that one up, but we have a lot of exciting stuff coming. I had a good call today where, yeah, there's going to be a lot of videos, a lot of everything coming up. But I think you touched on it in general, like everything that Life of the Turn is meant to be about. It's not. Yes, we all love golf. We nerd out, we do all that, but it's the community that's what really brings us together, and that's what has meant so much to us as we've started this whole process and developed. And a key reason why we wanted to do this series of meeting the members like yourself, to meet the people behind the screen name. So you're not just an avatar or a keyboard warrior. You're somebody. You're an actual person.
Yeah. And I think this is a great idea because I mean, again, to me, it's community, it's people. We're all playing a game we love, so I mean that brings us together. And just like I said, the people I've met over the years, I can't stress enough, what they mean to me. Even though I've met several, but there's a lot of people I've never met, may never will, but I get to know them, and I
Yeah.
love that.
Well, Jason, I can't thank you enough for hopping on and donating your time to go through this. I'm really excited, and I think this has been a really fun hit series. So we're going to keep this going, and who knows, maybe we'll do a part two. I know we'll have you on for our reviewer roundtable with the Vice Boost Plus set as well. And no, just thank you so much for donating your time and hopping on and having this discussion with me.
It's not a bit of a problem, Jamie. I've enjoyed it.
Wonderful. And we'll see everyone in the next round. I do actually have episode 3 going to be recorded later on tonight. But before we leave, you need to call out a member because you got called out in the first episode. So you get to call somebody out next.
Boy, I've had a hard time with this, trying to think of who to call out. But I think I'm going to go with my bucket hat brother from another mother, the three wood god, Ryan Bergman.
Okay, Ryan, I'm gonna be tagging you on our thread, and we'll figure out a time to get you in there. So thanks so much, Jason. Really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you, Jamie.
Thank you.